I have a guilty pleasure show. I've been watching Coulda Been Love by Druski, and I like it. It's and you know what? It's basically Flavor of Love 2025. Yeah, it's basically that. It's basically all those things. But I love how he brought that back. I love how he used that same formula. He's using the same. It's the same formula. The giving the girls the nicknames, giving this, and it's the same thing.
It just works.
But I will say this though, right? Druski's smart, and he's smart. I love what he's smart. Druski's smart. You know why he's smart? And I don't know if this is what he meant to do, but if he did, he's smart. So remember when he had that little PR thing with Ruby Rose, and like she basically was like, it's PR or whatever, and he they still ask him about that, and he acts like it wasn't PR, but it's like that's the whole thing about it, like whatever. Ooh, is it PR? Is it not PR? Whatever. It was PR, right? But I love how he did that because it put him into another realm. Because I don't think that before, I mean, I don't know, because he probably had girlfriends before or whatever, but mainstream wise, I don't think he was looked at as like a sex symbol. He was looked at as like the big funny guy or whatever, right? The big funny guy that happened to know Jack Harlow, the big funny guy that does skits or whatever, right? So that Ruby Rose thing, it gave him that lore. The what?
Put him out there.
Yeah, put him out there. But it gave him a desirable look, if that makes sense. It helped him. It knocked him into the category of, oh, like Ruby Rose wants him, so maybe I want him then. Like she's a baddie, maybe I want. Like it gave. So him doing that was smart because he did that, and then now he has a show about finding love. So like that's smart. I see what you're doing. And that's smart. I love that. And I love how he loves studs and he involves studs and he had Young and May on the show. He had Dr. Umar on this last episode. He had Bobby Althoff on there. Like it's like he has all these people come on as guest spots. It's hilarious. It's classic Favor of Love. I Love New York formula to it. And he has Meatball on there. And so I will say this: Meatball and Bambi, those two, they're stars. Like they're hilarious. Because Meatball was on Baddies on Zeus at one point too. So they know they see Meatball. Meatball, she has her thing about her or whatever, whatever. But like she's I think she's special. I think Meatball's special. I will say that. And I think that like some of my favorite moments on the show involve Meatball and Bambi. They're funny. And I think that like if he's even smarter, I think that the same way that Flavor of Love had the I Love New York branch off and I Love New York had the Chance of Love branch off, you better keep Meatball and do something with her. I have an idea of who's going to win the show, but keep Meatball. Like keep her by your side. Have a spinoff where Meatball finds love or something. I don't know, but like that's good. That duo right there, I like that. I like how Meatball's on the show. So he has some people on there that make the show for me as well. But yeah, I saw that Ruby Rose link up, and now you got a love show because you find him desire, or you see the desirable, or you can kind of see it like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got a baddie like Ruby Rose. Like, let me come on this show. So I like that. And also, there was a girl on there that on Dr. Umar's episode, of course, he came on and was like, he was like, black queens forever, snow bunnies never, whatever he said. Like he's all about whatever. Yeah, right, and so of course, like Druski has like white girls, Latino girls on there, black girls, studs on there, all kind of girls on there, right? So it's one girl on there that she's like kind of like Middle Eastern, or like she's like, what was she? Is she Lebanese or something like that? And so of course Dr. Umar was sitting there, they were interviewing or whatever with her, Druski the girl and Dr. Umar. And he's like, so what makes you want to be with, why do you want to be with a black man? What makes you think that you could, like, he's asking her all these questions about like, whatever. And she's getting pissed, like, this is racist. This white girl, this is racist. You're racist. This is racist. And so she goes off so she leaves the interview, goes off into the room where all the other girls are sitting and waiting, right? And she's like, he was racist. He was calling me a snow bunny, and I'm not a snow bunny. I'm Lebanese. I'm not even a snow bunny. So this girl this white girl's like, she's like, well, like he's racist and this and that. I told him I'm not a snow bunny. I'm Middle Eastern. I'm da 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 da, right? Like she's like, and she says, she's like, yeah, like what the fuck, nigga? That nigga, he's racist. This racist. He's like, she's like nigga, like what? Like saying nigga, right? And so I saw they teased that clip of her going off when she said nigga in the clip on the last episode. She teased it, and I wanted to see this episode to see because it's black girls on the show, and she said it. She's going off in the room and saying it, right? And so after she said it, they cut it and went to the next scene. So they didn't show anyone's reaction after she said that, and I don't like that. Like, why you ain't show? I know them black girls in that room did not let her say nigga like that. And for y'all to even be sitting there like airing that shit as if it was fine and cutting out the response, like I know it was black girls in that room. I know they did. It was one black lady on there that's like 43 years old. They call her auntie. That's her nickname is auntie or TT baby, whatever, right? And like I know she ain't just sit there and let you say nigga like that. Like so, Druski, you're smart and whatever. It's a good show, but you rage bait as well. You rage bait, and I don't like that. And y'all should have showed what happened after that girl said nigga like that, because that's fucked up. And especially for y'all to have Dr. Umar on that show like that and making a mark. Like, no, like stop. I don't like that. But other than that, I love the show. It's a guilty pleasure, and you know what? I'll say it with my chest. I watched Coulda Been Love, and yeah, like because I always enjoy Flavor of Love, but I wasn't like a true adult when that shit was out. I was watching that shit when I wasn't supposed to, but now I'm watching shit as an adult, and I still enjoy it. I love this. It's good. It's a great formula. And I almost was like, Zeus needs to come and pick this up. I'm like, no, keep this fully owned by you, because it's on YouTube. It's a YouTube show that he has. Right. Keep this fully owned by you. And shoot, I can see Druski having his own network, his own app or whatever. It probably is coming, yeah, because like this all started from Instagram Live with the whole Coulda Been fake Coulda Been auditions that he made, Coulda Been records. Then he has a show about that. And now he has a show about Coulda Been Love and Coulda Been Network, Coulda Been TV, Coulda Been Entertainment, Coulda Been whatever. So like I'm down for that. If you start an app where you streaming shows and shit like that, I'm a subscribe. I fuck with that shit. You smart. And his Breakfast Club interview was pretty cool too. He has a good head on his shoulder, so I love seeing that. But yeah, so any shows you want to discuss?